Hello everybody, and welcome to another episode of the Laws of Minecraft with me, LawFromChaos. Okay, and so last time we were here, we set this to automatic with a bunch of tools in it, and it worked perfectly. So I did set it up with pickaxes, cobblestone pickaxes, as well as some of these stone hammers. And I'm actually going to, now that we've done it, I've actually made more of these stone hammers, and it should make a bunch of gravel for us. So if it does as it should. Yep, see, and the gravel goes over there, ends up in here. Everything's beautiful. Actually, as an interesting side effect, I wasn't expecting this, but some of the chickens escaped while I was gone, and I had everything just kind of sitting here. So it was not what I'd intended, but it was long enough that, as a side effect, it pulled in a hell of a lot of eggs, because I was gone for a long time. So, now I got lots and lots and lots and lots of eggs. So now we actually got tons of cobblestone. And so you might be wondering what the hell we're going to do with all that, and there's lots of uses for that. But for the moment, what we're going to want to actually work with is the gravel. And that's why I told it to make more of that, because it is the single most useful material we have at the moment for making stuff. And so at the moment, we're just going to sieve everything down. And I'm actually going to turn the video off while I sieve this, because there's going to be a lot of stuff. And then once I have all this, then we'll work from there. Okay, we're back. So I actually ran through all the gravel we had, and actually grabbed another stack from the chest over there, because they were finished with about that much by the time I was done with the other sections. So this is everything I've got from that, plus everything we had in here that was ready in terms of Tor. I got another diamond, which is nice. Some more apatite, lapis, other stuff, gems, etc. So yeah, we got some dust in here too, ores of various kinds. We'll have to. Oh, we got deep iron, quite a bit of deep iron. Huh. Don't know why that one's particularly common. We do not know, but we got quite a bit of stuff. So we're just going to go from here. Oh, and we want to move this lapis and bone meal elsewhere. Don't think the bone meal came with that anyway, but okay, so we're going to do what we do best. Make stuff. It is, after all, Minecraft. That was not what I was trying to do. There we go. Okay, bunch of that. Bunch of that. Yeah, I was looking at this. Vibranium and adamantine, I think, are very, very rare. They're about as rare as diamond is from sorting through the gravel, from what I saw. Yeah, we're getting some excess here, so we'll have to put this stuff back. The ones that can't make any more. Really didn't need to bother doing that. No. It's not what I was trying to do. There we go. That's a good one if we want to do mechanism stuff. So in this case, anyways, once you get your automation up, your processes, everything else, it's not too hard to get resources. It's just a matter of automating everything properly and maintaining it. Okay, so we got lots of little things to work with. Yeah, let's put our pieces back that aren't going to do anything for us. And then let's grab these, because these little pulverized bits will be useful as we proceed through. Maybe I'll get these last, actually. Because we're going to end up with gravel before we do anything of these. So let's get some gravel. So we can get... Okay. And we need to make ourselves a couple hammers so we can do this on our own. So get a little stone. Let's just make 2 of these. That should be more than sufficient. I think that'll be way more than we need, actually. But just in case, always good to have extras. Okay, so these are aluminum, or okay. Pretty sure these will, yep, these go crushed down beautifully. I'm glad this process is pretty fast. And we're getting just slightly more than we start with, which is what we want. For most things. Fuscolium. This one, it might not break down, I'm not sure. Yeah, it doesn't break down. Okay, so Fuscolium, it's one of those materials where there's no further things built into it. So we'll put that up here. Promethium, I think, is the same. I think most of the metallurgy ores, even though they're added in, the other recipes, the secondary ones were never added in, which is... seems a bit silly for people not to have bothered doing that, but that's life. Okay, yeah, so... which means since it really doesn't work that way... Yep. I think these are, because these are ex alico instead of ex nihilo, I think the ex alico ones were never properly made. Whoever it was didn't bother to do what they should have done with it. So let's see if there's any X zinc. I don't know. We'll see if it works. Yep, okay. So yeah, all the X alico. Which means out of something, by the way. So first one's out of nothing, the second one's out of something, so. Yep, really wish they would have done their job properly in making that, but that's life. Yeah, this is somewhat obnoxious, and this is stuff will eventually get completely automated, but we're not there yet, so we'll take what we can get. Yeah, as you can see, even though we've done quite a bit, we haven't gone through our hammer even halfway yet. Just going to start putting a bunch down at once. Don't know why. Oh, there we go. Game's pausing for half a second. Okay. So now we got lots of this stuff, and we're just going to pull out the dust now too. Because we're going to be creating a bunch of dust now soon anyway, so might as well pull it out. Pulverized infuscolium ore. No idea how it got pulverized to that one if it doesn't pulverize down. Maybe it does? Maybe it needs a better hammer? No? I don't understand. Alright, let me... Oh, actually, I think I know how that works. I think those are just side effects of... processing other types of material. Instead of gravel, this one's dust. Side effect of dust. You wish that they built this in, but they didn't build the recipes properly. Which is slightly obnoxious, but that's life. Okay. Well, anyway, let's continue on. We don't need to keep our infused scrollium because obviously there's no other way to make it amongst all this stuff. So we probably don't need to keep a number of X illegal stuff, manganese, for example. But everything else we do want to keep. So we do the same thing over again. Just make ore sand instead this time. And we might as well stay over here close by because we're going to run into extra crap, and as we end up with this, we're going to end up with room problems, as you can see. Though it is nice. It feels satisfying on some deep level when everything works out. Come on. Occasionally my mouse does not cooperate. There we go. There we go. Maybe I should have waited to grab the dust until after I'd done this process. Probably should have, actually, now that I think about it, but yeah. Hindsight is, as they say, 20/20. As am I with my glasses on. Yes, I'm aware of how bad that joke was. Okay, so now we go through our last step in the process of making all of this stuff. The nice thing about this conversion is these all convert directly into sand, so there's no running into different large quantities of crap like we were running into before. Yep, and these are fun building materials if you ever want to use them. Not the easiest thing to necessarily make all of them, but they do fall like sand, so you could use them for something, I guess. I don't know if you guys have played the crash landing scenario. That is a lot of fun. Very, very hard. I've only played just a tiny bit of it, just kind of exploring. But did the basics. It's one of those things I'm like, I've done a tiny amount with it. I'm probably going to do more later, but by that point I will probably be doing something quite different. Okay. Yeah, at this stage in the game, it's worth just, you want to get everything you possibly can out of all of this. Little manual work is nothing compared to the results you get out of just even a 25% increase as you go along a couple times is very useful. Lag. Okay, there we go. Okay, so now we got lots more dust of various kinds, and we're just gonna do our best to do this. don't have enough zinc to do anything. Unless I already had some. Nope. Oh, that's right, because that was one of those two. Yeah, so wouldn't expect more to have come from that material. There we go. So we got a decent amount of material, actually. And we're going to put these back, since they're useless. I really need a hopper that would interface with this, but I don't have one right yet, so... Though I could probably make one after this. I'm going to have a decent amount of iron, right? Yeah, 11. That's not a bad amount of iron. Considering our situation before this... Let me think about this. I'm going to want to make another vacuum hopper because they're very useful in conjunction, obviously. Oh, I always misspell that. It's 2 U's. Now, yeah, it does require a hopper just to get started, so I think my next item in here will be the iron. And I'll use that iron to generate the hopper, which I'll then use to generate this process, and then when I'm finished, I'll pull the hopper off. And use it to make a vacuum hopper instead. Which will help me automate my sieve production, actually. So, that's what I'm going to be doing next. In the meantime, the furnace is just running along. And I wonder if I have enough forced material to make a better furnace. Because that would help my automation a lot. Forced furnaces have a number of very useful properties. Force nuggets. I've got 6 of those. Do I have more than that? Don't think I do. Yeah, I think most of that got used making all my force stuff over there. Oh, well, it happens. Alright, so for the moment I'm going to pause everything. I'm going to cut down all my force trees, see if I can get enough. I don't know if I will. I think I need 3 ingots worth of force and then 2 of iron to do what I want. Let me double check that. As long as we're here, force furnace. Yeah. Perfect. And then I'll just pull this furnace up when I'm done and grab it. Okay. So for the meantime, we'll be running our iron and we're going to cut down everything. And I will resume in a little bit. Okay, I'm back. So I took down all the forest trees, I got everything, but I still don't have quite enough to make everything, so I decided to try something else instead. We've been getting these lovely force gems, and they're very useful for a lot of things in Dartcraft. For making fuel, for Dartcraft engines and such, and running the infuser and a bunch of other things, but they do have a very overt ability as well, which is to do something like this. I don't know if deep iron can work on them. Damn it. I was hoping deep iron would work with them, because if it would, then I would have been able to do this, but I think I need to use something like iron or gold or one of the other basics. Alright, well, if we're gonna do it, we're gonna do it right, so we're gonna take iron and we're going to run it through again. And it should become Dartcraft iron at that point. Dart iron, yes. And this, by putting the extra effort and energy into it, we'll get an extra... You saw with the force gem, with 2 iron, we'd get 2 force gems out, right? Or force ingots out, right? And by doing it this way, by doing a dart iron, which used to be another name for this. It was because it was working with another mod, actually. And now we get 3 instead of 2, which is perfect. That's exactly how many we need. And so we're going to pull this furnace up. I need a pickaxe for this to do it properly. That's right, we made ourselves a force pickaxe a little while ago, which is a great investment. Okay, now we're going to just make ourselves an oh so lovely white force furnace. Now we can dye this different colors if we want, But at this point, it really doesn't matter, so we're just going to use it. Now, why did we do this? There's a couple of reasons why we wanted this spectacularly useful item. First of all, we're going to want to use it to, obviously, as just a furnace. But first of all, it's twice as fast as a vanilla furnace just on its own. And so that, by itself, is a good reason to use it. And I'm going to go like that. Just pour stuff into it like that. So we're going to give it a bunch of stuff to put into it. Now, it doesn't have any fuel yet, so it'll just be sitting there waiting. At the moment, actually, I'm going to do something slightly different as well. We're going to generate a little bit of fuel first, and we're going to generate that fuel with forced logs instead. We're going to generate. Now, it's twice as fast. You can see that it's going fairly quickly, but it also conserves fuel. So, for example, if I were to suddenly stop this process, take everything out, and not put anything in, it would stop working, and it would keep this fuel at this rate. So a normal furnace will burn through its fuel. Anytime it's used, it'll just use all of it until it's finished. And it will just gradually dissipate anything that's not used. This one will conserve it. Second thing, this can be upgraded. We do not have any of the resources we need to upgrade this yet, but we will eventually. So there can be things that make it faster, things that make its fuel last longer, those kind of things. I wish that actually the force furnaces could hold more than one, so that you could upgrade the force furnace in the infuser so that it would become a tier 2 force furnace, so it could hold on to an extra thing. So you could do 2 speed or 1 speed and 1 heat, so it would be a very efficient but very fast system, or one that would be freeze and also a heat for efficiency, for example, that kind of stuff. Or make it really fast grinding or fast, etc., etc. So I'll leave that alone. The second one is, whenever it's finished, if there's an inventory nearby that it can put items into, it will. And so we're actually going to want to take this. I'm just going to take this apart. I don't know that we'll be able to hold everything. Yep, we can right now, so that's okay. We're just going to put this down really fast before anything dissipates. And we're going to put this over here. So this way, anytime it finishes building a product, it'll shove it out here instead. And you'll see, even though it wasn't still going, it shoved it over here. Because it was like, oh, you have something for me to put it in. Let's put it over there. So we're going to put all of our finished products over here. Finished items we get out of things. Now there's something I really want to do, but I don't think I can make a book yet. Actually, I think there might be a workaround for that. Book. I think I can make it with paper and wood of the right kind. Yeah, so you can make blank patterns and do it. So Tinkers has a workaround for that, which is perfect for when you're working this kind of stuff. Apparently, if you do a bookshelf, you get that kind of stuff. Which is exactly everything that went into it. Right. Okay, there's a couple ways to make leather, though. I can do a force freezing with rotten flesh. I think just cooking rotten flesh, period, gives me leather. Yeah, it does. Interesting. Very overcomplicated way of getting it. Apparently one of the types of fish also gives you leather. Don't ask me how that works. 2 of the fish. Okay. That's okay. I think we have some rotten flesh, though, so because we've had a couple of zombie encounters now. I think that's all we got, so we have enough to make 1 book. Now, it's not going to be enough to do what I want right now. And we're gonna shove this right there for the moment. And we're going to put our golden power sources there. And golden power sources provide enough for 10 uses of the furnace, I believe, each, instead of just 8 like a charcoal or coal would do. so you can make a more convenient power source that's designed specifically for this. Okay, so we got leather. Oh no, it's dried flesh. Why did it turn dried flesh? Huh. I do not know. Okay, I'm gonna pause for a second. Okay, so we're just continuing along here. Okay, so I built this. I've converted a bunch of the logs into golden power sources, which work very well for this. There we go. Okay, so we got. I made some glass too with some sand from the gravel, and now I got a bunch of stuff, different ingots, some of which we won't use for a long time, but for a lot of this, it's very useful right now. We're likely to use copper, silver, gold, tin, aluminum, nickel, platinum, iron, and so on. I had some iron in here. Where did that go? Oh, there it is. Yeah, I used most of that for making the hopper and also for making this. But what we want to do is, if we really, truly want to automate this system, we're going to need a couple things. One's another vacuum hopper. So we're going to need some obsidian, which we already know how to make. I need something else for that too, don't I? Yeah, what? Well, we'll find out. Let's see what else I need. Oh, an ender pearl. I may not have that. Droplets, mariculture, ender essence. Wonder how hard it is to get into mariculture. Don't know. Calcium carbonate, Einsteinium. Okay. This would take forever to get to that point, and I'd probably need ender pearls for other things. Pulsating mesh. That's another ender. So I probably just need to get another enderman to spawn and kill them. Which means one of these nights I'll probably have to turn off my lights. Maybe over there. That'd be a good spot, right? Disable all the torches. Now if I press F7, yeah, that whole area will spawn. That's perfect. That's what we want. Okay. So we'll have to get some of those before we can do that, but we should still be working on our next autonomous activator, because we're going to pair one of those with our sieve, so we can just form gravel over here automatically, have it move down this way, push through over into this. I mean, we'll have to change our arrangement a little bit probably, but very similar type of thing. So it'll all work out. Very good. Alright, next. Forced nuggets. Chicken nugget. Anyone? No? Okay. Alright, let's make the autonomous activator then. There it is. Autonomous activator. So a piston. Again, we can use a force ingot or iron. We're probably going to use the force ingot for this one. Because I think we still have one of those 2 things of tin and 2 things of iron, some redstone. Don't think we have any redstone right now, but that's not too difficult to make. I would put it in here, I think. See, so we just need some sand, and we're going to break that down into dust. Put the sand somewhere. I made some extra. Maybe I put it back in here with some other stuff. I did. Okay, good. Now it's not sand that does this. I'm pretty sure it's dust, so we're going to want to get some of this out. And I need wood. Well, at least most of the things I require are not too big of a deal. 2 should be plenty for this. Yeah, there's some great things in each of these that we'll want. Eventually we'll be able to automate each of these processes, so we'll be able to have something that puts down sand and then breaks it, turns it into this, and then makes it, and then sifts it, and so on. So we're going to have a whole series of this that's going to be completely and totally automated, but we're obviously not there yet, so take what we can get for now. Here we go, sort away. That was a lot of stuff. That's good. Oh, we got some blaze powder. That's useful. Don't have any yet. Glowstone, I think, is another side effect item that we can get from this. Oh yeah, we did. Oh, we already got. Oh, we got some redstone now. Oh, we must have finished this off. Good to have a little bit of extras of those. We'll probably be using. Well, I know we'll be making more autonomous activators, if nothing else. Oh, and I think we need another piece of redstone for the piston too. So, or is it just the piston that needs redstone? I can't remember. Either way, good idea to have some. Oh, nighttime came and we spawned a zombie. I need a weapon. This will have to work, I guess. Actually, works as a pretty decent weapon. Oh, we got some more of this. We'll probably be able to use that for something, so. Got some redstone. Good. Blaze powder. Source course dust. Excellent. Oh, we got some mana things. Those are obnoxious. But it looks like we got an ender tot, so that's a good thing. We want one of those. So we have more than one ender tot. These things are dangerous, but that's part of life. Hoping she'll hit the ender. Or the mana thing. So not ready for these guys. Wow, that was lucky of me to survive. But still no ender pearls. Okay. I definitely need to heal a bit. Got like 4 ender tots to spawn all at once. That was interesting. Oh, we got an arrow. I guess there's some uses for that. Redstone, quartz, blaze powder, glowstone, clay ore. It's actually Matic is actually a pretty dang good weapon. Apparently this area spawns a lot of random crap. Okay, lots of random adventures occurring with the... Oh, there's some experience. I should grab that. I've gained a couple of actual levels here. It's nice. Okay, once again, moving on with everything. Did he get himself killed over there? It looks like the Enderman parents might not show up anymore unless they were killed by an individual. Which is a change. Holy creepers. Well, I still don't seem to have any ender pearls, unfortunately. Where do we... Yeah, apparently at night that area gets really dangerous. What is that? A choo-choo. This is Dartcraft thing. Why do you hate me? Things have happened. Though I still don't have an ender pearl. Which is much sadness. On the other hand, it did refill my health, so we'll take what we can get. And more zombies. That's alright. I probably need this for the leather anyway. Amazing how overwhelming the spawning can be sometimes. Sometimes you forget about that when it's been a while. Brief lag spike. Hey, at least we got a little chain. Oh, wow, there's quite a few eggs there. really want it out, apparently. Yeah, that's fun. It's got the, come on, hurt each other. There you go. Okay, well, it was a fun night adventure, but sadly still no ender pearl. Arrgh. Oh well, worse things have happened once again. Yeah, let's take some stone real quick and let's repair this thing. Makes a pretty dang good weapon, actually, so I'm not too unhappy at all. Okay, so we're continuing along. Let's work on that autonomous activator. Then, now that we've got all our redstone and iron and such. Redstone, I should have tin. 2 tin. Some redstone. I'll need some glass. What else do I need? I need glass, iron, redstone for that one. Yeah, so I do need 2 pieces of redstone. Okay, I wasn't sure. I guess I'll need a piece of force for that too, won't I? For my piston. I'm gonna need wood for this. And we'll use force planks, no problem. Actually, I think it's wooden planks there. That yeah. Piston. I got an extra piece of redstone now, which is nice. Perfect. Alright, so now I got my autonomous activator, and I can just point that nice and beautifully at the oak sieve. Now, until I have something to pick everything up, it's kind of silly to have it, but that's okay. Tell it right-click, perfect. So we'll do a quick test on it. Yep, and it's going down. It's perfect. And if we happen to give it the material in here, for example, have a hopper or something else putting everything into here. You see there's an orange one there. You can actually make that blue and have stuff flow inside of it instead. If you do that, get different options. Promethium. Sounds special, doesn't it? We got some tin, silver, gold, enough to make some of those now. Add a little more iron. And osmium. Might as well make those. Yeah, eventually I'll have some way of automating this. Just not quite there yet. Eventually I'll be able to have enough cotton or something else to make something to shut the chickens up to. Make a note, sound muffler. Alright, once again, I don't know what. Oh, yeah. It landed on the hopper, so it went in. That's funny. I don't have enough to make another one. That's good. Makes me happy. It's just trundling along. For which we are all very grateful. Anyway, tonight I'm gonna wait for the nighttime again. I'm gonna kill one of those things until I can get a vacuum hopper, and then I'm gonna hook that up to a chest like this and just kind of shove everything into it. I may hook it up to more than one chest actually, and ask it to output to both, so it can actually put out to more than one. Because that gravel will likely produce a lot of material at this point. I don't know, I'm thinking about what to do about everything. So for this point, I'm just going to leave everything as it is. We built another autonomous activator, attached that to the Sieve, but we haven't fully automated that as much as I would like. So at the moment, I'm just going to end everything, and I will see you guys next episode.